Hey everyone, and welcome back for another SCS live stream. Even where my words going? We're back for American Truck Simulator Let's Play episode 51, and I'm joined in the studio by Mark. It's good to have you back. How you doing, Mark?
Yeah, it's good to see you, buddy. How's things?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. It's technically our Friday, right? It's Thursday, but
It
it's the
is.
long weekend, so simulated Friday stream basically at this point. But if you're joining us for the very first time, welcome along, everyone. It's good to see you all. We're live streaming on Twitch and on YouTube and on Facebook as well. And we're here for episode 51 of our Let's Play series in American Truck Simulator. If you're joining us for the very first time, what that is, very, very quickly, we've started from profiles from scratch, and we've slowly built up our company, done a lot of hours, a lot of driving, invested a lot of money. And right now, where we're at is we've been exploring some Missouri in the past, but there was a game change update, right, Mark?
There was, which we're loading in now. So yeah, we're gonna have to choose the city we start in because we got parked last time. So
Yes.
chat, I'm gonna leave this entirely up to you. Our headquarters is here in Sacramento, I think, or were we in Sacramento? Were we in Sacramento? Our HQ's up in here somewhere, right?
I
Am I
think it's up
confused?
north. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so we can go anywhere for free. So if you guys want to check out Missouri, we can fast travel over to Missouri. If you guys want to go to the Northwest or to Texas, you guys tell me, chat. It's totally up to you. And we'll
Totally
go
up to
there
you,
and we'll do
chat.
some trucking. Because we spent a lot of time, I think, in California these last couple months, haven't we?
We have, yeah, we have. We've been kind of west and kind of as east as we can go in American Truck Sim. So now's your chance, chat. If you want to kind of choose the location of where you want us to start from today and where we should be heading, do let us know. We got some votes for. We got quite a few saying Dallas and Texas in the chat.
Yeah, we got
Bit of
4 for
Texas trucking.
Texas, 1 for Oregon,
I like that
a
one.
couple for St.
Colorado,
Louis.
$1 Million Highway, always a
Sweet.
classic.
$1 Million Highway. Was that this one?
Yeah, it's in Colorado. Yeah. With the rework of Cali, I wouldn't blame you guys for spending lots of time there. That's true. It is.
Dang,
It is
3
really
in a
nice
row
now.
for St. Louis. Woo, that's
St. Louis is a popular vote today.
All right, next
And we got
one is
some
going
in
to be
the
the
YouTube chat as
tiebreaker
well.
between Texas and St. Louis. Come on, guys. Well, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
St. Louis. All right, we're gonna head over to St. Louis when we
With our beautiful
traveling
Mack
from
truck.
there. Yeah, it's looking real nice in the red. So tell us where we're at, Mark, with the company right now. What we,
well, as always,
what's our
tradition,
status?
we're going to start with the bank. So currently, we owe the bank $471,000 and $471,425.
Okay.
We can take out another 10. Should we? No, we don't need it.
Do you need more money? Are you
No.
17,000?
And of course, we
Okay.
got our trucks here. In case you guys don't remember, we have 9 trucks currently, saving up
It's
for
a
that
good,
10th
healthy
truck.
amount.
Yeah. Let's check out the drivers. How are we doing? Okay, everyone's in the positive. Leon, what's your deal here, buddy?
Is he not doing nothing at all?
Oh, he hasn't done any
No?
jobs yet.
He's done none.
Did we just hire him recently? I guess we did, right?
I
Maybe
guess he
last
must be a
stream?
recent guys. I think because I made the comment about Oscar using it as a profile picture, so I think he was quite new. I think we did hire him.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. So, and of course we got our truck as well that we're working on. So we're not getting rid of him. We're gonna give him a chance to do a few jobs, kind of catch up to speed. So we will do that. But otherwise, everyone else is looking all right. I mean, everyone's doing some jobs, got some good ratings up there. Some who are a bit lower as well.
I'm just gonna
But it's
set up
always-
their training here to try and get them to have.
Hmm.
Let's get this guy more long distance. Definitely more long distance. Oh, they're already on that one. Coley, more long distance. Will. I'd maybe start focusing on hazmat. Carral. Definitely more. You got high value. I guess do balanced for a while till we get one in each. And Leon. Yeah, Leon needs long distance for sure.
He needs the miles.
Yeah. Okay. There we
Okay,
go.
good stuff.
Yeah. So let's find ourselves a load. Chat, do you have any ideas? I guess should we do Missouri? Cruising Missouri, right?
I mean, we're technically in Missouri, so we
No
might as well give it
contracts.
a stun. Uh-oh. Let's sync that up.
Okay.
Maybe
Benny, did
St.
you break
Louis
the
wasn't the
internet
best idea
again?
for us.
All right, let's see what we got. Okay. Oh,
Are
you know
we
what it is?
somehow
Because we haven't
offline?
discovered St. Louis yet.
Oh, I
Oh, so we got to do a little bit
see.
of driving here. We got to go discover St. Louis. Okay.
Do a bit of free roaming.
Yeah.
Here we
A
go.
little bit of bobtailing, as we call it in the industry.
That's it. That's it. Yeah,
And,
good to see everyone. Nice to see lots of familiar names in the chat. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all having a wonderful week. Hope you've had a good week so far and looking forward to the weekend. And those who are celebrating Easter or doing stuff for Easter, then happy Easter to you all. Hope you're all doing well. But yeah, great to have you with us. Of course, it's been a busy week for us here at SCS. We've got lots in the works, of course, and we're excited to share with you today. But today we released a new blog for Missouri, the community spotlight. If you haven't checked that out, please do. We featured some of your videos, reviews, and we've also got some tailored reviews from some of our content creators on there as well. But yeah, it's great to see all of you enjoying Missouri so much. And also, well, yesterday you may have seen from the introduction of the stream today, Mark, you put out a new SES on the road trucking trip video, number 2. I think a lot of people were looking forward to that one.
Yeah. So yeah, for those of you that don't know, I was back in Canada in January for vacation. I did a couple weeks of trucking in my dad's truck there. So yeah, we released the second video. Luckily, I didn't struggle nearly as much in real life as I'm struggling right now to find the exit of this truck stop. There it is. Yeah, it was a lot of fun to film. I think the second video I was, or the second week I was concentrating more on just kind of enjoying the time. I did a little less filming, but I think the video actually turned out maybe even better than the first one. I don't know.
Chat, who's watched it so far? I know a few of you are like, hey, this is a really cool intro. Who's had the opportunity to watch the full episode so far? Let us know, and let us know if you enjoyed it more than the first episode. I did enjoy actually reading some of the comments of that video. I like that there was a lot of suggestions for people wanting you to try and do a similar trip here in Europe with a European truck to kind of get your views on European trucking.
Yeah.
I wonder how difficult that would be to set up, because I imagine you'd probably have to go through a bit of a few loops and hoops to make that happen, right?
Yeah, I'd have to actually go through and get my entire C+E license. I want to make sure my detours weren't turned up all the way like they were for Peter's that time. So, yeah, so I'd have to go through the whole process, getting my C+E license. I don't even have my regular license here in Czech Republic, so I'd have to do that first. I got to get my professional driver's ticket. I got to get my little card there, the driver's card. So, yeah, lots of hoops to jump through to do it. But it's actually something I've been thinking about doing anyways, just for kind of fun, you know? Just to maybe get like a part-time job driving on Saturdays, a dump truck or something, you know?
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I think it could be interesting, but it could be a little while before that. But maybe, who knows? Maybe someone would let you tag along for the ride at some point.
Yeah,
somebody has space in their truck to kind of take you around Europe. So who knows? But yeah, keep your suggestions coming. If there's some ideas that you have of future SES on the road episodes that you'd like to see, maybe certain locations, certain manufacturers, or maybe just something from our offices, then do let us know. We always love hearing your ideas. You can let us know on our forums or our social media. But we're really glad to hear that you're enjoying the series, and I think Mark's trucking trip is a solid one for sure. So definitely check that out on YouTube. Right, what have we got selection-wise here, Mark, on the job market?
We have some options. We have, of course, chat's favorite, the special cargos. We have an all-terrain crane that takes us pretty much just straight across 70 into Kansas, which pays pretty good, $24,000.
It's a big load.
We could do a multi-episode load to Cheyenne via this load of cars that pays really well as well. Also, $57,000. What'd you say, Benny? Benny wants to do heavy cargo. Chat, what do you guys think? Are we in it for the money, or are we in it to see Mark suffer? Benny? Quiet over there. We got one for each so far.
Money,
heavy, money.
YouTube chat saying money as well. Suffering. Let's
is
go.
Arrow's Realm still in the chat? I owe him one because I mixed him up with Air Cruise. So if Arrow's Realm is in here and he has an opinion, let's leave it up to him.
The final say.
Come on, arrows.
A lot of people
Suffer.
suffer. You had to say it, Mark.
All right.
You had
So
to give it
let's
to him.
go for. They're both going to the same place, but this one pays a little more, weighs a little more too. But let's go for it. I am willing to man up and get her done, as they say.
Let's do it.
Ramcha is still riding in the truck with me, telling me where to go. That's nice.
All right.
You know about this, right, Alex?
What about having?
Yeah, Ramcha's the one doing the check GPS. Yeah.
Yep. You don't even understand it, but you still have it on in the background.
It just makes me feel. It makes me feel happy. You know, that she's along here. That she's here along for the ride with me.
Bringing you some good luck, hopefully, and no faults. Because of course, we also have, for those who have been following, poor Peter, man, I feel so bad for him. But for those who have been following, we have the traffic violations as well that are being added up. And do we have the tally ready, Benny? Is that going to appear down at the bottom of the screen? See where the current point status is. But yeah, basically, as you can see there, we have a total violation points. Basically, every time there's a traffic offense of some sort that they've caused, then they will receive a point. And it is said, I don't know how true it is, if this is the correct number, but apparently if you get to 12 points, you have to return to the driving academy.
Was it 12 or 16?
Retake your test. Was it 16? One of the two. I don't remember. So it might have been 12, I think.
We're not.
So Peter's well on the way. If that is 12.
And guys,
Nimiro,
to clarify, we're not counting points from things like other streams, like release streams and like that, because usually we're trying to like show off, like, you know, the environment and stuff like that. So, you know, we're usually not paying 100% attention to the driving, so we're not going to count those because that'd be unfair, and I would already have like 10 points. So
yeah, I think Nimiro would have already been going back to driving school if that's the case, because during the Missouri release stream with none other our CEO Pavel Shabor next to him, he crashed into a freight train.
Really?
Coming out of the the train crashed into him. Yeah, coming out of the underground warehouse. So, but yeah, 3 place grid penalty F1 style. I like it. So yes, so keep an eye on that. Chat. Sometimes I might be chatting away and I might miss something because I've got the chat here on the second screen. I'm not always concentrating on the road, and sometimes things do happen that I miss, and it's up to you if you want to snitch or not. Okay, I mean, I'm just saying. Sometimes I won't know something happens unless chat says something.
Chat, whose side are you on?
Whose side are you on? Who's the favorite? Now, Arrows, this is actually something we wanted to talk about. Did you guys see the announcement? Mark, I know you're pretty excited for this one. Mac, right?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. The new Mac Pioneer. Brand new model from Mac Trucks. Yeah, there it is.
There it is. Benny's on the ball. Look at this, chat. Got the image up and everything. Look at that.
Yeah.
What are we thinking, chat?
It's really cool. I've seen some kind of mixed reviews about it, but I mean, you got to hand it to Mac. Like, making an aero truck and still like keeping that really Mac essence. You know what I mean? That kind of rugged look on the hood and stuff like that. Like, they could have gone the complete opposite way, made like, you know, something that lacked any kind of soul and just slapped a Mac logo on it. But they really hit the ball out of the park, I think, with this design.
I think you're completely correct, and like I imagine it must have been quite tough to try and keep that iconic design that Mac is kind of known for. You know, you see an Anthem on the road, you're like, that's cool. Look how cool it looks, and like it's just iconic. You can see it, you know it straight away, sort of thing. And so they've kind of tried to keep true to that design, but also pack so much more in terms of, you know, modern features and more comfort and safety for the driver as well, which is always a win in my eyes. You know, if the driver's getting more to keep them safe and comfortable on the road, that's always a win in my eyes. So yeah, I'm excited. I mean, the presentation was pretty cool to watch. Lots of neat features that it's coming with. They do like to put on a bit of a show, don't they, Mac? They do a very good job of it.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a really nice show to watch. I mean, they did some kind of really creative things there, like with the you know, the guy climbing into the truck and the background moving like he was driving, but of course it was parked in the studio there. That was kind of creative. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing this truck in person maybe one day. That'd be quite cool.
I hope maybe we can get our hands on one for an SES on the road episode at some point in the future. Do a little walk around like we've done with some previous trucks. That would be pretty cool. Maybe we'll have to try and make that happen one day. So
Chat's already called us out. They're saying Mac already spilled the beans.
Whoa. Who? Mac? No.
Yeah, apparently they spilled a bunch of your English beans, so they won't be on your plate tomorrow morning, you know?
Come on, who's touching my baked beans? Can't be touching those. They're meant to be on the plate. But yeah, no, very cool looking truck. Looking forward to hearing more and seeing more maybe of it in the future as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course, that's not the only truck I've kind of had my eyes on as well. Kenworth as well, showing off
Yeah.
their Legacy Edition on their socials. Did you catch that, chat? That was really nice, and they've on us another great image there from Benny. Nice one. They've put on some really nice details on that truck, like really taking it back to their roots, you know, where the W900 all began back in 1963, was it? Since then, putting on so many trucks off the production line,
Yeah,
and they've had so many variations, but they put so many cool things into this. I love it.
63, the W900A came out, which was quite drastically different from the truck we know today. I want to say it was early 80s was when the W900B came out. And that's the one with more similar cab like we know today. The dash was completely different. The sleepers were completely different. They were using modular bunks. And then the W900L was, someone correct me if I'm wrong, I think it first came out with the 007 edition truck as a limited edition. And it was, oh man, was it 89 or 88 or something like that? They came out the W900L, which of course we have in the game. Maybe it was even earlier than that, 86. I don't know.
You know, time flies. But
yeah, but this truck's been around for a long time, and you know the nice thing about this truck is like it's really retained its identity the whole way through. Like with the W900, I mean you can pretty much pull parts off of a 2024 and slap them onto like a 98. You know what I mean? Like there's really not much that's changed. They really hung like it's just. I mean, why change perfection, right?
Right, exactly. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, sort of deal, you know. But yeah.
But alas, now it's time to move on. You know, it's 2025, and fuel prices are up, and costs are up, and you got to pinch every penny.
It is
right?
sad. I will say it is sad. You know, the legacy that has been the W900. It's a truck that, you know, when you see it, you know it means business. You know, it's just out there on the road. It's an icon of the North American highway. And when a lot of people think of truckers and think of trucking in America, that's probably one of the first trucks maybe that comes to their minds.
Yeah, definitely. Like these long and tall trucks, you know, whether it's the W900 or the 389, like these trucks are I mean, that's American trucking, right?
Absolutely, yeah. So, yeah, there's a lot of really cool details which they've included on this edition. If you're wanting to see more about that, Kenworth actually put out a little mini series from when they were at Matt's where they showed off the truck, right, and had it on the show floor. And actually, I think Brianna, who's been on the stream before, actually did a little walk around of it and kind of showed off all the details and stuff like that. So definitely check that out on their YouTube channel. Definitely worth watching. Right, special transport time.
I'll be right back.
You're gonna be right back? Oh gosh, where's he going? Hang on. Do you gotta go to a pre-trip inspection? I'm not sure what's quite going on here, chat. Uh-oh. What changed?
Since there's points on the line, I needed to get my chair. That chair was leaning back too much for me, so I need my full proper driving position.
Wow.
I need to make sure I'm not getting any points here, you know, otherwise I'll never hear the end of it from Peter.
My man is locking in on the job. He is locked in. He's been mentally prepared. Okay. He's got this. It is a big job. It is a big job.
I forgot to put oversized flag and beacons on the truck too.
Shoot. Is that illegal?
We got the Escort. They got the flashy lights. That's good enough. We're also doing a nighttime move, which is also highly illegal, but I guess if we got the Popo Escort, we're all good, right?
I guess if they've approved
like even the local news turned out to record us.
We love it. Yeah, I mean, wait, so in the US you can't do like kind of like larger loads at night then? It's like a
no, not at all. It's
really?
There's some super loads that are like special permit will be moved at night. But if you're just under like a regular permit or like a blanket permit or something like that and you're running oversized, then no, it's got to be done during the day.
Interesting. Okay.
When are you guys gonna pull forward?
I've seen some larger loads being taken over by night, usually just to kind of avoid a majority of the traffic usually here in the UK.
I think in Europe, you guys actually do it opposite to us. Yeah, so you guys will actually be doing it at night rather than during the day.
Yeah. Not to say that we don't get day loads. We definitely do still get day loads, but yeah, as far as I know, a lot of them happen in the evening or at night. So, all right, on the road, I gotta say, the Mac Pinnacle is doing a pretty good job of hauling this here. It's actually got a Good bit of horsepower to it.
Oh man, we got to sneak into that little alley there with this load.
Ooh, That's a cheek. That's some cheeky routing.
Oh man, this
That's
is why chat wanted
interesting.
this.
It'll fit, but it might be a bit of a tough one here.
Oh no.
Wolf Dragon Gaming TV on our Twitch saying, yes, in many US states, special transport loads, oversized and overweight, are restricted when traveling at night. Most states have specific regulations regarding the hours of operations for these types of loads, with daytime travel generally being the rule and night travel often prohibited. Interesting. Okay. So it does kind of like vary a little state to state then.
Yeah.
In terms of,
as far as I know, it's every state doesn't allow you to run from a half hour before sunup until a half hour after sundown. You got to be parked. Canada's different. Canada, we can run at nighttime if we're under a certain width and length, and if we're lit up. But no flashing lights in Canada. You just got to be lit up. They got to have lights on the widest part of the load or the longest part of the load.
US has big enough roads compared to Europe, I would say, do oversized loads in daytime. I guess that's true. I mean, the road infrastructure in America is a lot more suited for larger vehicles. I would definitely admit that. I live near an American US Air Force base, 2 of them in fact. We have a lot of people who actually get their cars imported over from the US when they come out here for their deployment. Yeah, it's very quickly that they realize that their large pickup truck or or 4x4 doesn't do the best through our country roads, especially because many of our smaller like little country lanes will be big enough just to fit one car, but it is a 2-way street with a 60-mile-per-hour speed limit. So
right. You guys are crazy with the speed limits here on the 2-lane roads.
Yeah, I mean, essentially it's just like where there's no speed limit posted, it's national speed limit, which is like 60 miles per hour.
Right.
So yeah, I have one just literally by my house here that I often travel up and down. I can only fit one, just my car barely down it. But yeah, we'll come at each other pretty fastly around a corner that's blind, and we're both doing 40-50 mile per hour or something, so you gotta have your wits about you when you're driving around here.
You know, I do want to say this Mac Pinnacle, I really like this truck. The spec we chose to put in game with the M Drive HD with the 14 speeds and what did we end up running, a 2.64 rear end, I think it is. It's like just such a versatile like driveline. Like you can be on the highway with low RPM and get that good fuel mileage, but like look at us pulling away now, you know what I mean? Like no issues.
I'm quite surprised actually. I thought maybe you would have struggled a little bit, but no, it's cruising. It's getting up to speed.
It's really this old way of thinking that people have stuck in their head that like, you know, you need big power and big gears to move anything over 80,000 pounds. But that's old thinking. These new engines, like, you know, this is the 505C, which is 1850 foot-pounds of torque. I mean, it doesn't, like even with 2.64 rear end, it's still pulling great, you know? Just got to get the new way of thinking into these drivers' heads, that's all.
Yeah, I gotta say, we do really like the Pinnacle. Like, that is my daily drive in American Truck Simulator anyway. That is like kind of my chosen truck. Cause I don't know. I feel like I get a bit of best of both worlds out of it because it's a kind of modern but also old school looking truck at the same time.
Yeah,
I like that. It's kind of a nice crossover.
The Pinnacle for me is like definitely like the top. Like it just like it's got that you know those square fenders and everything, like reminiscent of the old R series and stuff like that. I love it.
Yes. Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, couldn't agree more. So yeah, exciting stuff in the truck industry happening. Lots of cool things coming and going. And of course, I'm sure there's lots more in the work as well. So we're definitely keeping an eye on things here at SES. So what's this guy doing? Switching lanes.
I think Peter's driving this cop car. He's trying to get me a ticket.
Yes. Azan, yeah, we actually covered that topic before you probably joined the stream, and ours well there has nicely summed it up. But yeah, maybe one day we'll see if that'll happen.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun, but I mean, at the same time, like I got a pretty cushy job. I mean, I'm here driving truck right now. You know, I don't need to go get my license. I'm doing it right now.
That's true. That's very, very true. Yeah, you could say it's the pinnacle of trucks. So
hey,
hey, got some puns happening in the chat. I like it. I like it a lot. By the way, if you didn't catch us the other day, we were checking out the Cruising Missouri Water Trucks event on Tuesday, was it? We were together.
With Lucy and Katya, yeah.
Yeah, it was great to have them on the stream. I just want to check in on the progress. So far, 77 million miles has been driven, delivering cargo to or from any city in the Show Me State, out of a community goal of 125 million miles. So we kind of all guessed that maybe at some point next week. I'm starting to think maybe this weekend. You're right that maybe it won't be achieved this weekend, but it is a long weekend, so maybe we might see a few more miles added to the counter there.
That is true, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll keep an eye on things. Of course, a lot of the team members here at SCS are going to be taking Easter off. I think a majority of the office, if not everybody's going to be out from Friday until Monday.
Yeah, it's actually Friday and Monday are both national holidays for us here in Czech Republic.
Yes. Because it's not in the US, right? I learned this actually very recently.
It's
Good
just
Friday
Monday.
Is not it's just the Monday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's interesting to me. I never realized that. But yeah, we have here Friday till Monday off. So we'll still be active on our social media though. We've still got a few things lined up there. We may even have a blog or two go out. So keep an eye on our blog for that as well. It will be good. But otherwise, yeah, we're keeping busy. Lots of exciting things happening in the office. 2-day weekend. Exactly. 3-day weekend. I mean, technically it's a 4-day weekend here.
Yeah. I was gonna say maybe chat, like while we're hauling here, you guys can do some brainstorming. I want to put company paint jobs on our trucks. Like I want to have a common paint job across all the trucks. What do you guys think? Is that something we should do, or do you think it's nicer having like all the trucks with like a unique paint job?
I like the idea of it because then you're kind of really like putting a color to your name, to your company that's recognizable.
Gives you like fleet identity,
it's nice.
right?
It's unified, you know. But you just got to decide on the colors. I think red's got to be incorporated in there somewhere because of Canada.
Oh, like SCS, like red and black, maybe?
No, maybe, yeah. But chat, what do we think? Common paint jobs for the fleet look more professional. Very true. Yes, do it. Company skins would be nice. Company paint jobs are so cool.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what? I've always. I know a lot of people have suggested this past, and I hope maybe one day we can make it happen. But you know how like a lot of time in the US, I'll see them on the trucks and they have like their company details and stuff on the side of the truck. And
Yeah,
that'd be pretty cool to have some capacity in American trucks and whatnot.
That's actually
pretty cool one day.
That's actually something a few people in the office want. It's kind of complicated though to actually add it, and that's why it's not been added yet. But like definitely the motivation is there. It's just we haven't figured out a good way to do it yet. Put it that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, we all know about it. Like seeing it's just common in America. Here, I was actually surprised that you see so many trucks that like don't have very clear markings on them. But in the U.S., like you have to have the U.S. DOT number, you have to have the company name, you have to have a unit number. So it was quite surprising for me to come here and see that just none of that was a requirement. You know.
Have you been to the UK before, Mark?
To the airport.
Just the airport. Okay. No, I was just wondering if you've seen some of our trucks over here because.
No, I've seen like videos. I follow Stavros 959.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know who you're on about. Yeah. Yeah, we have some pretty unique stuff. Like we do sometimes get trucks, company trucks like that as well, where you have the stuff on the side, but you get a lot of bigger like logistic companies and kind of more famous trucking companies around as well, shipping stuff. But something as well here that's always been interesting to me. I don't think they really have it in Europe either, but we have the big double-decker aerodynamic trailers. I'm not sure if you've seen those.
Oh, yes, I have. Yeah, those are cool. But they're not so common apparently, right?
All the time. I see them all the time down this way. Not in the city, but yeah, they are quite common, I would say, now these days.
Okay.
So, but the problem is, I think it's only legal in the UK. In the UK, so yeah. Oh my God.
That was close.
Oh,
I was trying to read that. I was trying to read the chat, and then I saw the bridge narrowed. Woo-wee.
Dang.
That was close.
That was very, very close.
Yeah, so someone was talking about the trailers have to have the length printed on them. That's not true. It's just if it's over 48 feet. So 48 feet is actually the official kind of like length limit for trailers. But then there's another highway act that allows trailers to be 53 feet. But there's actually all kinds of laws around having a 53-foot trailer. One of them is that the trailer has to be labeled as 53 feet. And like Illinois, for example, has really strict laws about what roads you can actually drive on with a 53-foot trailer. They're more or less ignored now that they're commonplace. All this comes back from when they were first coming out in like the early 90s and stuff like that, when they were first becoming commonplace. But yeah, there's extra regulations around a 53-foot trailer as opposed to a 48-foot trailer. That's actually why in California, you can run a 48-foot trailer with the axles all the way to the back, but with a 53-foot trailer, you can only have 40 feet between the kingpin and the rear axle. So you actually have to have a shorter wheelbase, even though, like, you know what I mean?
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to kind of... I gotcha. Man, it must be tough sometimes trying to keep within the regulations and having to keep changing the combos and...
Yeah, I actually found out that I didn't even know one of the regulations because I used to think it was 41 feet from kingpin to rear axle. And I went to Max like, hey, man, like, how come this trailer is not legal? And he's like, oh, it's supposed to be 40 feet, not 41 feet. And I'm like, what? Oh. So, my bad. Thought I knew everything, didn't know anything.
Hey, you know, I don't think they can expect everyone to know every single little rule and everything, but, you know, majority of the time, honest mistake. Honest mistake.
Another pinnacle over there.
Yeah, check it out.
Oh, do we?
A bit of trucking.
Do we get to run the red light?
Yeah, if you're following the cops.
Oh, nice.
Imagine if you got a fine. That would be rude. But imagine.
So many flashing lights.
Yep, they're all holding up for you. That guy's just sat in the drive-thru, just waiting. Top scope before lights. Exactly. Yeah. All right, chat. Well, I thought I'd do something a little bit different today. Switch up a few things. We're gonna do a bit of trivia. And yeah, I don't know. I felt like I was in a bit of a good mood. I felt like, hey, you know what? I feel like giving away some keys from Missouri. How does that sound, chat? But we always do the keyword way, right? Where you put a keyword in the chat and then pick someone. But I thought maybe, and I was speaking with Mark and Benny before as well, and they were like, yeah, let's do this. We could ask some questions, and whoever got the answer first would win themselves a key. Now, if you win a key, and then you answer again, and you win again, then we're gonna do the second winner or whatever. But
okay, yeah.
I feel like we should do some trivia. Yeah. What were you saying, Utu, by the way? What's so interesting up ahead?
No, I was just talking about the way we're gonna do things.
Oh, sorry. I thought there was something happening in front of us. I was like, what's
going on?
No,
I'm reacting to you, bro.
Sounds good. All right, everyone have some trivia? Some trucking trivia? Because these are all related a little bit to, I guess, trucks. Some things around trucks and some things about the truckers. Maybe there might be a question here about Mark.
Ooh.
And maybe some questions about even Benny. Who knows? But
oh, no, let's not do anything about Benny.
No?
Benny already gets so much attention.
There he is, by the way, Benny Cam. Hey, Benny.
I was worried we weren't going to have Benny Cam today.
With the side eye coming in.
I know, right?
Bombastic side eye. Wiki Benny.
All right, Alex, you want to hit us with that first question there?
Let's do it. Yeah, so this is from Missouri Key. By the way, very quickly before we start, I can only do this giveaway on Twitch because I don't have a way to contact you guys on Facebook or on YouTube after the stream via the company account. So this is only for Twitch chat. If you want to come on over to Twitch real quick, come on over, quickly jump on in. But this is just me for the Twitch chat. So, and if you already have Missouri, if you already have to ask the key to somebody else, be like, hey, got your birthday gift, man. Early Christmas, happy Easter, you know, whatever it might be. So you can pass it on to a friend if you're already happy, or you can say pass it on to somebody else and we'll pass it on to someone else. All right, first question. This is gonna be about a very well-known trucker movie, and this is a question that Mark came up with himself. I think it's a good question. What question is chat? The Missouri Key. What kind of truck did Rubber Duck in the 1970 hit movie Convoy drive? That is the question. We were looking for a specific truck manufacturer and type of truck.
Treno Rof. He got it.
I
R700.
didn't quite hear that.
Yeah.
I didn't quite hear his name, Mark. Can you try to say that again for us?
Treno Rof.
Yeah. Ooh. I don't know how to say it either. How do we say your name? Treno.
Grim Reaper Gaming came in second place. His name's easier to pronounce. Maybe he should get the key.
Oh, no. We're not going to do that.
I know. But yeah, it was the Mac R700, which was the kind of West Coast edition of the Mac R series with the longer hood. Better cooling.
There you go. Congratulations, you've won yourself a Missouri key. I'm going to write your name down, and then after the stream, I'll get in contact with you via Twitch Whispers, and we'll send you a key. So, all right, let's do a second question then.
But also, I just want to say shout out to the guys that did say Mac R, but we were looking for R700. You know, this is like Jeopardy rules. You got to be specific.
You got to be specific.
Maybe should we do it Jeopardy style? Should you like give the answer and then they got to give the question?
We could do that for the next one.
Yeah, let's do it.
Chat? Do you want to do chat?
So you have to say
next question. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to say what is at the beginning. If you don't say what is, it doesn't count. Yeah, that's it. R700. Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, Benny, like you're like a ninja back there, man.
Loving it. All right, so we're doing this Jeopardy style. For those who are not familiar, like Mark has just explained, I'm going to give the answer, and you need to write the question in the chat. Whoever gets the question correct that I've written here, then you will win yourself a Missouri key. Is everybody ready? Everybody ready? All right. What is Baconator? Just waiting for the chat.
Připravte se odbočit vpravo.
No.
Not yet. Right there. Lance Armstrong got it.
I mean, he's basically on there. Lance Armstrong, we're going to give it to you. We're going to give it to you. It is a burger at Wendy's. I mean, you're correct on that. But yes, it is. What is Benny's favorite burger? There you go. That is what I wrote down.
Well, you could have done also, you could have said, this is Benny's favorite burger, and then they have to say, what is Baconator?
Oh,
you could do it either way. But this way worked well, too. We threw them through a bit of a loop there.
We did. So Lance Armstrong, congratulations. You've also won yourself a Missouri key. We'll get in touch after the stream. All right, let's go back to a regular question here. Now, you might have seen before the stream, we were playing one of our latest SCS on the road episodes with Mark's Trucking Trip #2. Definitely watch that if you haven't already. And well, these are the people that have watched it. This is your question. Which city did Mark pick up his backhaul in the latest SCS on the road Mark Trucking Trip episode?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Which city did Mark pick up his backhaul in the latest SCS on the road Mark's Trucking Trip episode? Amsterdam wasn't Amsterdam. No.
Nope.
This might be a tough one. We're not doing Jeopardy, so you didn't need to ask the question on this one. We
so
just want the answer.
This is the back haul. This is the load coming home. So we know I went somewhere going out, but the load coming home. Where did it come from? What city?
Which city? This is in the latest episode. There's probably quite a few people in the chat right now frantically heading to our YouTube channel to click on the video. Come on, guys. Wasn't Canada? No. Haven't seen the video yet.
Got lots for Omaha. Omaha is where the outbound load went, but where did the inbound load come from? Oh.
Uh-oh. Whoa. Yo, does he get a point for crashing? Is that...
That doesn't count as crashing. Get out of here. What happened there?
What? Well.
Should we check out the game log?
Yeah, we're gonna do a development stream. Let's do that right now. That has, I think, in all of my timing streaming, I think that is the first time we've had a crash the desktop for me, anyway.
So we're gonna go to documents.
That's not happened.
Yes.
That's no points. The "this is fine" sticker is accurate. Yep, this is the perfect time for that sticker to be shown on the stream. That is. Yeah, this is the first time. No mods were installed during the stream. Make a bug report. Yeah. Mark, just tweet the SCS software Twitter account and just start complaining and they'll fix it. It's fine. What a lot of people do these days. Contact the developer. This is unplayable. Yeah, who made this game, guys?
Okay.
No one's stable.
Fajn, vyrážíme.
Dang. So, we're back. How far back are we, Mark?
I'm not sure. Oh, quite a ways back. But we'll still get her done.
We'll still get it done. Okay. And we're back. These devs, man. I know. All right. Well, chat, you didn't see nothing.
Did we get the answer?
No. We're going to ask the question again. Chat, which city did Mark pick up his backhaul trailer in the latest SCS on the road? Mark's trucking trip episode. Maybe you can give him a clue. Is there a clue you can give him if they're struggling here a bit?
It was in Iowa, and it was not Omaha. I had a conversation on the phone with my dispatcher right in the middle of the episode. Come on, guys.
Mm-hmm. Came out yesterday.
What's that?
Zase vlevo.
What's Sim Driver Days? Prague. Get out of here. You're fired.
Aberdeen.
Wait, did I say Iowa? Sorry, Nebraska. Nebraska. It was in Nebraska. You guys keep saying Iowa, so you messed me up. It was in Nebraska, but it wasn't Omaha.
This is gonna be
Nebraska.
a confusing question. Okay.
Gerdau Jackson was
Nobody-
the first trip. The second trip we're looking for came from Nebraska. South Sioux City is in Iowa, isn't it? Lincoln? No, not Lincoln.
No, not Lincoln.
Oh man, I guess nobody's getting this code.
Dang.
It
We're
starts
gonna have to move on
with
to
an.
another question.
It starts with an N. All right,
on,
Bing
chat.
Fishing got it. Was that a guess, Bing? Be honest. Was it a guess or did you know?
Or did you just go and watch the YouTube video now? Is that? It's which one?
Nema. But yes, it was Norfolk, Nebraska. We picked up from
Oh.
Nucor Steel. A load of
There we go.
slinkies.
I just watched it. Says Bing Fishing. I mean, but there was no rules against it, so I can't. We're gonna give it to you there. Congratulations, you'll get yourself a Missouri key as well. We'll throw that in your Twitch whispers. All right, fourth question. 2 more questions left. What? In fact, should we do this Jeopardy style as well? We'll do this Jeopardy style. Wait, so what was the other way you said we can do it? We can do it just the answer, or you...
You do Jeopardy style. So you say, like, for example, you would say, this is the city where Mark picked up his last load. And then they would have to say, what is Norfolk?
Ah, okay, it wouldn't work on this question.
Okay.
Should
No
we,
worries.
chat, do you want... Not Japanese style, chat. Jeopardy.
Jeopardy. I kind of want to hear your Japanese style question.
I don't have any Japanese style whatsoever.
Držte se vlevo.
I haven't seen that episode. Fair enough. Okay. So, we'll do a Jeopardy style. So I'm going to say again just the answer, like what is, and then I'll say the answer. You have to write the question, chat. You good with that? Everyone good with that? Okay, here we go. It's not Japanese Jeopardy. It's just regular Jeopardy, chat. All right. What is Hawaiian? This might be very confusing, actually. What is Hawaiian pizza, even? That's the question. Oof. People coming close. People coming close. People
Heaters?
coming close.
Heaters?
Připravte
Get
se
outta
odbočit
here.
vlevo.
Come on, someone.
Oh, Air
Oh,
Crews got it.
Air Crews practically got it
Odbočte
there.
vlevo.
Chat, you're
It
messing me up.
It is, what is Mark's favorite pizza was the question, and that is Hawaiian. I can't believe some of you guessed pizza. Pizza is, do you guys watch the stream?
Everything
listen
is Peter's favorite food.
Banana. There we go. Okay, there we go. Air Crews, you get yourself a Missouri key and also some extra hood mirrors as well. So congratulations. We'll give you that as well. One day we should just send him a real life hood mirror one day. I think he'd be very happy if we did that.
Next time I do a Mark's
People.
trucking trip, if I ever go back to Canada to do another one, I'm just going to tape one of those bicycle mirrors onto the hood.
Just one of the circular ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good grief. All right. Fifth and final question, chat. Are we ready for this? This is a bit of American Truck Simulator trivia, this one. For a Missouri key. What was the third truck ever released for American Truck Simulator?
Ooh. You got to be old school to know this one.
What was the third truck ever released for American Truck Simulator? Oh, coming in quick.
Right away, the first one.
Dang.
Yeah, Real Sim Pilot. You got her.
Tak jsme tady.
Real Sim Pilot. There's a lot of guesses for V&L. We got that answer correct, right?
Yeah, it was definitely the W900. I know that for a fact.
Just making sure. Got it. Just making sure. Just making sure. The Kenworth W900. There you go. Congratulations, Real Sim Pilot. We'll be in touch. So congratulations to our winner, Lance Armstrong, Bing Fishing, Air Cruise 1, and Real Sim Pilot. We'll be in touch with you after the stream with your Missouri keys. Congratulations. Hope that was a little bit fun for you all. Hope you enjoyed that trivia. And we're right here, right on time with the delivery as well. Look at that.
Oh, yeah, we got, for all the folks that won, we got a little something, something.
Oh. Congratulations, everyone. Congratulations.
I always forget about this soundboard we have. You know, we got some things in here for Peter when he's driving too, eh?
Oh, go on. A crash, really? Oh my goodness. You take the sound effects from the game and put them on a sound.
Yeah, I asked Philipko if he could get them for me so I could mess with Peter.
You're gonna freak him out, man. He's gonna get so nervous. He's gonna get so nervous hearing all these like fine noises and everything. Jeez. All right. Well, that earned us a good amount of money. How much did we earn on that trip? That was a good.
That was like $25,000 or something.
That's crazy.
Hold on. Company, driver manager, us. Does not show log. Where do we do it? Oh, we got to do it from the other menu.
Yeah, we got the dedicated
progress.
progress menu. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, delivery log. There we go. 22.
22,000.
Yo, $44,000 we made on this load. I want more of that.
The boom lift.
Let's see how Namiro did all the way back. Day 1, you guys did 4 loads. Not bad. Not bad. Okay.
We were just starting off, you know, new beginnings, you know.
You guys did pretty good, I would say. Okay. All right. Respect.
Yeah.
Let's see. We can do another quick little job here. Let's see.
Yeah, we got time for a little job.
No. Yeah. Okay, it's over there anyways.
I mean, it's quite short, but yeah. Let's have a look what we got here in Missouri then.
Jefferson City. That might be a bit of a run. That's a little closer. Well,
I mean, you're way up there. You're not really got too much around you, right?
Yeah, but we can hammer down. So if we're a cattle hauler, we don't have to obey speed limits. That's the rule.
Oh,
I think
that's that's news to me. I did not know that.
It's kind of an unofficial thing, you know.
Yeah. I gotcha. Make sure it's over 100 miles so it counts. Oh, you mean for the cruise in Missouri? Yes.
No, for some reason it's not refreshing for me. The
that's right. We're not running external loads anyway. So.
Actually, we restarted the game. Maybe it actually will work.
So Milo says, warning, the job offer expires in 35 minutes. Oh, you got to be quick to grab it then if you want to.
Oh. Yeah, we're having some issue in the studio here, maybe.
Mark's been banned from Border Trucks, chat.
Yo, I wouldn't be surprised. Or he banned from everything else ATS related. This is Evergreen, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, great. So our load should be right here already. Oh,
you could be good to go.
Yeah, there we go.
No, wait, chat.
What else we got?
We'll check everything after the stream. We won't get around to it at this point, but for future streams, we'll definitely get it back up and running. It'll be all good.
It was working on Tuesday. I don't know what's going on there. All right, where's our load?
Man, these farms are so cool in Missouri.
Yeah, they did a great job.
Custom depots, yeah. Did a seriously cool job. We got the cattle over there, with the machinery hanging around.
We do a handbrake turn?
Oh,
Not really.
Yeah, nah, wasn't awful, wasn't bad. I think if I was to kind of do one of these custom depots myself, the only thing maybe I would change is I'd probably make the ground a lot more uneven. I've always found that when I'm going into farms like this, like there's always just tons of bumpy road in the gravel.
Oh,
Or
right,
all the
right.
heavy machinery moving over it. So yeah, makes for a bit of a shaky experience.
Are we gonna be able to pick it up from here, you think?
Might let you.
Oh, yeah, look at that skill.
There
Got
you
her.
go.
That's with advanced coupling
Dang.
on, too. That's how it's done.
Looking good. All right, let's hit the road.
I gotta get a better GPS in this truck, though. This little thing, I can barely see it.
Oh, do you struggle to look at it?
Yeah.
Oh, you can bring up the bigger one, right?
I should just have my glasses. Oh, like the route navigator thing? What's it called?
Yeah.
Route advisor? Yeah, I don't know. It
Yeah,
takes
F3.
away from the immersion, though, you know?
What would be more realistic in your eyes?
Hmm?
If you could create your own little GPS function on the truck, would you just have like a bigger phone or a tablet more so, or?
Well, in real life, we discussed this before. In real life, I usually go by just directions in a map book.
Yes. Yep.
But when we tried to do that in game, it resulted in me making wrong turns. So we'll stick to the little phone navigator here on the windshield.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Yep.
Odbočte vpravo.
Advanced coupling is the way to go. Yep. That is it. That is it. But yeah, some people will have some pretty cool setups. I know, obviously, we've shown a few on the stream. We've even had a few streamers on who've got some pretty full rig setups in terms of their truck sim, and they have like everything kind of a little bit separate. They might have like their screens much bigger, a bit more immersive, or they might have a GPS or their dash on a separate kind of digital display. They've got it all separated up, which is really cool to see. Have you considered using the track IR for these streams? Do you know what? I do need to invest in this.
So I thought about
a head track or something like that. You know,
me and Namiro talked about this using like Toby or Track IR, but it would be too shaky for people watching. I think. Like even I try not to use the mouse so much. Like I used to really use the mouse a lot to look around, but it kind of hurts your eyes after a while if you're watching. I think. Chat, what do you think?
Yeah, it could be. I guess you can turn down the sensitivity on it though to make it a lot more like smoother kind of like turns rather than kind of very abrupt.
That's true.
So, yeah, Sim Driver Dave. Track IR is cool if you're playing on your own, but for streams it's really discombobulating.
Yeah.
That's what he says. Yeah, it'll make people sick, yeah. Get the motion sickness. It's
do
more
it.
driving a
Don't do it.
65
Go-
FOV or 60. Oh my.
Unbelievable.
These drivers in Missouri are crazy. Yeah, Micah is asking if Mark is driving at 65 FOV or 60.
I
What's your
believe this
FOV
is
setting at?
75.
Oh, dang. Okay, even more
Yeah.
than
Yeah, 75.
75. Greetings from Turkey. Hello, hello.
Actually,
Driving
I
with head
think
tracking
you
is
narrowed
much
it up
more
a bit.
immersive. Yeah, I think head tracking definitely works in some games, and I do agree with the fact it's probably better for you when you're just playing yourself and not really streaming it, because yeah, it would be a lot of movement on the stream. So this is
Let's
making
try
they're
that.
making
Is that a
drive
little
in
better?
Missouri.
Chat, what do you think? Is
That
that
looks
better?
pretty good. I like that.
I feel like I'm
Look
like
pretty
blinded
clean.
on the sides now, though, a little bit. That's fine. I'll get used to it.
VR is better. I mean, VR is very cool, but that definitely is very, very shaky. When you're moving around and like looking down, looking up, and also it does get. I mean, the studio is warm enough as it is, right? So if you put it on a
Yeah.
headset, you're gonna be sweating in there. You're gonna be sweating in there.
Imagine poor Peter
So,
trying to do Driving Academy in VR.
Gosh, I mean, it's a cool experience. Have you driven in VR yet? Have you tried it? Driving in virtual reality.
I don't think I ever have.
You should give it a try.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's actually really, really good. Like, I think the biggest difference for me is that you get a sense of the size of everything.
Yeah, definitely.
Like you feel the size a lot more. You can feel that you're high up. You feel that you're in a big truck space, you know, and looking at your mirrors, you actually have to kind of like really throw your body around a bit if you want to kind of like look over or look to the left or whatever.
Right.
So yeah, I have VR actually here in my room here. I have it set up. I have backing and everything like that. But I don't.
Oh, so when
use
you
it enough for
when you
trucking.
come to Prague, you can bring it with you and we can try it out.
I think there's already one there in the studio, was there not? There was one there previously.
Not in this studio,
when I
maybe
was
in the
there.
old studio.
Maybe, yeah. Not sure where that's gone, but I'm pretty sure there is a headset hanging around.
Trying to really watch my
Yeah.
speed here, make sure I don't get any tickets, so I don't have to go back to driving academy. Not that I don't enjoy driving academy, I just don't want Peter to say he's a better driver
You've
than me.
got so much breathing space though. You're at 0 points. It's not
Yeah.
like you can't.
I want to stay at 0 points until one of them has to go to driving academy. You know?
Who do you think's gonna get there first?
I
mean, Peter's well
Peter
ahead.
does more streams where he's driving.
Držte se vpravo.
I think if we
This
were
is
all
true.
equal, I think it might be Namiro.
Mm.
He gets
This is
distracted.
true. Yeah, and I have noticed Namiro has been like behind the mic a lot more recently, rather than
He's
driving.
being strategic.
So he knows the game.
Exactly.
He knows it. Yeah, I mean, he's not to say that he hasn't done his fair share of driving in the past, but you know, Peter is the racer. He can put his foot down, Peter. When he wants to, he'll put his foot down. He likes to speed quite a bit, actually.
Can't see the traffic light because of the visor.
Does that
There
happen
we
not
go.
in real life?
Oh yeah, it happens all the time, but you can like lean down to look
Yeah.
under it, right? I can't really do that
Yeah,
right
you'd
now.
be like this. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. It's always funny,
good
like
fun.
if you live anywhere near where there's like a lot of truck traffic and a lot of big Peterbilts with the drop visors, just sit there at the red light and watch the guys, and they get into these like really contorted positions where they can try and see the traffic light. It's a lot of fun.
Pozor,
Are those like smaller traffic lights that are like lower down and closer to the vehicle, not common then?
No. It's usually just the ones
Oh.
hanging on the other side of the intersection. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, as Wolf Dragon said, those visors in some states are illegal, which I really don't agree with because we spend most of our time on the highway, and you have very little reason to look at the sky. And the windshields keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and all it does is mean that we're blinder for a longer period of time when like the sun is setting in front of us or rising in front of us. I love my drop visor. I will not take that off because I feel like I can see more clearly for much longer part of the day because I'm not being blinded by the sun. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I mean, I missed half of it because I froze and I had to reconnect. But
Oh, yeah.
I
Just
don't-
agree.
I
Just
don't
agree.
know
I'm
if you
right.
noticed. I was like, yeah, love those windshields. Yeah, they're great.
No, I'm talking about the drop visor because it blocks the
Oh,
sun,
right,
right?
I see.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. Sorry about that. I froze. I thought maybe the game had crashed again because I was
No,
watching
it's
like
fine,
your stream,
Alex.
but-
You don't want to hang out with me. I get it. It's fine. I'll
But I
take
literally
over
was
the stream by
talking the
myself.
whole time still, and then I was like, oh wait a minute, I'm frozen. So yeah, no, I was gonna say, is it not common in the US then to have? Because you know how here in Europe you have it quite a lot, where you have like a traffic light that's lower down and closer to the truck. versus-
Typically, no.
No?
Typically, it's just the one on like the other side of the intersection across the street.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right,
Because I find
chat.
that's definitely a lot more common here in Europe.
Oh,
Oh,
I didn't get a ticket.
no way. No way. It's 65 speed limit as well. Dude, you're like 10 over.
Yeah, we're gonna try and get to the delivery here in the next 1 minute and 10 seconds.
I think it'll be fine. Alex, are you freezing there in the UK? No, it's actually been pretty warm recently, actually. It's been, well, I say warm. Warm as the warm is here in the UK, which is like 15, 16 degrees Celsius.
Pozor, jedete příliš.
I mean, I think if it's over, if you're in double digits and the sun is out, people will happily have a barbecue and take their tops off and try and sunbathe. Because that might be the only sun you're getting for a while. So, yeah. But no, the weather's actually been pretty dang good here recently, in terms of sunshine anyway. So, no, not freezing at all. It's been nice spring so far.
We're keeping the camera zoomed in here so we can see any cops well ahead of time. But I think we're gonna have to slow down for this traffic anyways.
You know what we need? You know, like, you see those signs on the highway, it's like, speed is being checked by aircraft or whatever.
Oh yeah.
What is it? I
Yeah,
don't know
speed
what the
checked by
specific word-
aircraft. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I always find it. I mean, is that a legit thing? I don't.
Yeah, I got a ticket like that one time.
Pozor, jedete příliš
Was it just like an aerial view of your aircraft?
They
like,
were
any
they were
footage
in
of
an
your vehicle
airplane
even?
and they had like some super zoom camera, and they caught me.
Crazy.
Yeah, they got me.
Dang. Yeah, I always see like the meme every now and again online where it's like the sign saying speed limit enforced by an aircraft, and then there's just a picture of an aircraft like poking out of the bushes on the side
Yep.
of the highway.
I actually, because I fought it in court, I actually have the video of me where I got caught by the airplane. Maybe I should
And
pull
we're
that up
gonna
and
play
we
it
can.
now on the stream. Here
Yeah.
it is.
Oh, I got to pull it off my
Máte
Google
se
Drive.
otočit vpravo.
That'd be cool. I mean,
Yeah. Oh.
what not to do? We'll have like a lesson on how speeding is very dangerous and should only be performed in simulated.
Well, actually, it wasn't
Games.
actually for speeding; it was for tailgating.
Odbočte vpravo.
And
Oh, really? They got
yeah,
you
it
on
was
that?
it was a really
Interesting.
stupid situation. So what happened was I was in the right lane because I had to get off the highway, and there was a guy passing me in the left lane. And we came over a bit of a hill, and there was a police officer on the right shoulder. And over there, the law is you have to move over. So the guy that was behind the guy that was just passing me, he flashed the lights that I could come over. So I came over behind the guy, and I was a little closer than I wanted to be, of course, because I was just trying to get away from the cop. Once we
Yep.
passed the cop, I moved into the right lane, and he moved over with me. So I started slowing down, but like I guess in the police officer's eyes, I didn't slow down fast enough. And then he ended up getting off at the same exit as me, and he like slowed down to like 50 kilometers an hour on the ramp, like at the beginning of the ramp.
Odbočte
So I did end
vpravo.
up kind of maybe a little closer than I should have been, but it was more of like a, bro, why are you slowing down so much so quickly kind of situation. So yeah, it was just kind of like
Prosím,
a
otočte se
wait,
do
were we supposed to be going
jakmile
here?
to bude možné.
Oh, I did it again.
Oh no! You're
Um,
in the wrong place.
I did the same thing on the Missouri release stream. So yeah, so it was just kind of like a couple of bad things that got strung together. So they were waiting for me at the exit when I got off. Actually, that's where they were staging. There was like 6 OPP cars there. And as soon as I pulled out, one of them waved at me. I waved at him, and I just pulled over right away there. And he came over and had to talk with me. And yeah, it was fine. It's all good. It
But
happens.
I have not been pulled over by the police yet. But
Really?
No, not once. And that's mainly for the fact that I just don't see any cops out this way in the vid. I think because there's a bit of a shortage with cops right now that are spread and few between, and they're fighting bigger crimes in the bigger cities and out here in the countryside in the villages where it's basically like Hot Fuzz if you've ever watched that. A goose escaped. That's
Okay.
just one actually, just the one. So.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I was just
Just
gonna
get,
say
like,
that's
animals
cool. We
escaping.
actually get to deliver right at the cattle runoff there.
Oh, do you? Oh, nice one.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Come on.
Yeah. Mark had a breathalyzer test the first week of getting your license, Mark Verstappen. Oh, really? Yeah, I've not been breathalyzed on nothing yet. Not done that. All right. Wrapping things up here nicely. That's good. Good little short journey. Made some good time as well. Didn't get caught with any speeding. Because there was no speeding, chat. There was no speeding.
Like a glove.
Like a glove.
Do we want
Love
to do
it.
something really fun before we go?
What's that?
I'm just gonna save
What-
the
what are you
game really
thinking?
quickly. I'm just gonna save here. Best community ever save. Let's save this one. Boop. And then we're gonna hop into Drive real quick.
Mm-hmm.
You know Evil Knievel, right?
Yes.
All right, cool.
Oh, wait. Is this... Wait, you said about this on the Missouri release stream because we passed it and you're like... You were kind of like driving up to it. You wanted to know maybe if you could.
It's
You
over
gonna
here,
try
right?
it right now?
Should we?
Why not? Do you know what?
There it
It's the
is.
long weekend.
Chat,
We're
what do you
gonna-
think?
I think so. Let's do it.
All right, I'm gonna get a better run up here.
Chat, let's get some hype. Let's see if we can. Maybe Benny, do you have the drum roll? I don't know if Benny can control the sound effects on there.
All right, hold on. I got it
But,
here.
you got it here?
All right.
Here we go, chat. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious stuff. All right, hold on to your horses, chat. We're gonna hit the ramp. Here we go. Oh. Yo. Yo. Hey,
That was pretty good.
That was some good air. That was some wicked air. I'm impressed, man. We need to start like measuring how far you can get. That was
Right?
pretty good. One more.
No. We're already 5 minutes past. I think we should call it a day.
We're going to call it a day there. But hey, what a great start to the weekend. Chat, it's been a lot of fun. Thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed tuning in for our Let's Play episode here for American Truck Simulator, episode 51. Mark, thank you for your time this evening.
We only got 1% damage from that maneuver.
Fantastic. That's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, we hope you all enjoyed yourselves. For the winners, I'll get in touch with you after the stream. But big thank you to everyone who joined us this evening. We hope you have a wonderful Easter if you're celebrating. If not, have yourselves a wonderful weekend. We'll be back next week for more streams. Keep an eye on that on our social media. We're never too far away, so make sure to give us a follow or subscribe if you really enjoyed today's stream. But yeah, Mark, thank you. Hope you have a good weekend as well.
Yeah,
Benny
you as well, and everyone in the chat. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, Benny as well. Cheers, Benny. Thank you for your work this evening. Hope you have a good weekend as well. You look so just laid back. Just
What?
come on, Benny. Come back, Benny. You gotta redo that. That wasn't good enough. You gotta give goodbye to the chat. Is it frozen? Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. But in the meantime, I do have someone we can raid on Twitch. I found somebody who's doing a bit of cruising Missouri. There he is. Cheers, Benny. There you go. Looking much better this time. All right. We're going to raid somebody called Atomic Zug. And they are doing some trucking in Missouri. And they're contributing to the event. They're about to deliver into the giant cargo aircraft. So let's go get over there for that. But
Nice.
yeah, until then, chat, keep on trucking. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend. And we'll see you again soon. Real soon. Bye-bye for now.